Hi guys! Welcome back to our channel, the G Squad. So as you can see for today's video, it's just going to be me because we're going to talk about all things scrapbooking or creative journaling or just journaling. I'm really not sure what it's called. But yeah, this is going to be an hour-long video just full of that stuff. So if you're interested in scrapbooking and creative journaling, then just please stay tuned. We're going to tackle a lot of things in this video. First of which is a review of a craft kit that I recently purchased from Koolin Art. I hope I said that right, but I just got this yesterday and it looks very promising. So later we're going to check what's inside and I'm gonna give a quick review of that. And then I'm also going to give you a tour of my current journal, my first and only journal actually. Third, I'm going to show you all of my scrapbooking, creative journaling materials, which I think is a lot. So yeah, if you're really interested in this stuff and if you like these kinds of videos or if you just want to watch this video for the sake of it, I really hope you'd stay tuned until the end. It's gonna be a long ride, so let's get started. Okay, so first let's start with the review and opening of this Koolin Art craft kit. It's actually my first time purchasing a craft kit like this, so I'm very excited and I'm not gonna lie, I actually opened this beforehand, but it still is like the same way I received it. I tried to preserve its original appearance aside from not tying the twine properly. This was cuter when I received it. But yeah, first impressions, I am so happy with how it looks. This looks so pleasing to the eyes, and it has like a thank you with my name on it, which really adds that personalized touch, which I love. And then here we can see the shop, and it also says to follow them on Instagram and FB at this name, so you could follow them. Please do. Seems like the seller is also very dedicated to this and knowledgeable about scrapbooking and stuff. Okay, I'm rambling, but yeah, let's open it. Oh my gosh. Ooh, oh, it's still so pretty. I mean, I can't stop looking at it. Okay. Are you ready for the grand reveal? Okay, I think you have to pull this down. Oh, and it also has their name here, which is so cool, I think. Wow! Okay, that was totally fake reaction, but I actually kind of reacted the same way last night when I opened it. But first, upon opening the box, you're gonna see, well, you know, there's a calligraphy of my name. The calligraphy is so nice. I aspire to have this kind of skills in calligraphy. It's so cool, and there's even watercolor. You can really see that she put thought into making and curating this whole box. Yeah, I appreciate this a lot, and it's so cute. Yeah, okay, next. Okay, so first glance, you can see that there's some envelopes here, other stuff at the bottom, and actually I think in her FB page, you'd know the inclusions, like she listed down the inclusions. Okay, so let's go through them. The first one is a washi tape. It's just your basic washi tape, and I think it's in a, wait, can you see that? Oh, sorry. A brown color. Oh, forgive my nails. Okay. A brown, dark brown color, if I'm not color blind. And then there's this notebook, just for a size comparison, it's like this big, so it fits my hand. So it's a pretty small notebook, but still, let's open it then. Oh, I can't open it, wait a minute. So, and there's some twine that you can reuse. And then with the notebook comes some dried flowers, not too much, just a little, like a pinch, but they're beautiful. I love the color. They're like a vibrant blue. Wow, yeah. And then another thank you note inside. Wow, I'm so full of thank yous. So it says, thank you, your order made our day. You are supporting small businesses. All the inclusion in this vintage journal kit is handmade and crafted with great attention to detail. I hope you enjoy it. I appreciate your support. Aww, nice. Yeah. And then the notebook itself is just plain paper inside. There. The pages are, I mean, kind of thin, honestly, but you can work with them. And then let's proceed to the contents, which I am most excited about. Okay, what do we get first? Okay, let's have this one. So, it's in a book envelope, which I assume she made herself. And inside, you have these. You have 4 stamps. Wow, they're like seals. And then 2 of them are roses. Oh, sorry. And then you also have 2. Oh well, maybe they're also flowers, but they're a different design. So you get 4 all in all. And these stamps aren't just paper. If you can see, they're like, I don't know what they are. They're like wax or clay. And then they also have double-sided at the back, so you can stick them onto your journal or wherever you want to use them. Ooh, so cute. I kind of wish I had more because I don't have these yet. Okay, first envelope done. Next we have, okay, sorry, this is actually very tiring and taxing. Okay, next envelope. Quite bigger in size. I'm assuming these are stickers. Oh, and if you want to know the color of the washi tape that's included, I think this is the same color. Wait, let's see. I think it is, or maybe not, but similar. And that's also nice because you get a preview of what you got. So, woo! Again, I saw these already, but I am still so amazed by them. So these are small. I don't think they're. Are these stickers? I don't think they are, but for me that doesn't really matter. You can just stick double-sided there. And they vary in design. I think all of them have different prints, if I'm not mistaken. So you have flowers and very vintage themed. I'm gonna say they all stick to the theme very well. Ooh, these are so cute. Yeah, so some of them are, I feel like they're not really as thin as typewriting or bond paper, but not as thick as your cardboard or cardstock. Can you see that? I'm not sure, but I think the quality is okay. And some of them are kind of translucent, if that's what you call them, kind of transparent. I don't know what they're called, but you can see they're not fully opaque, which I like. I love stuff like these. They add dimension and texture to your journal. Speaking of size, they are this big, so about 2 inches, I think. Yeah, all in all, I love them. I love this envelope. Oh no, I'm sweating really bad. Okay, next, let's proceed. We have a lot to tackle. We have, it says here stickers, so I'm assuming that these are actually, what do you call this? You can peel the back of them and it will have adhesive as compared to the one we opened previously, wherein I think you have to have your own double-sided tape for that. And I'm also expecting that these will be bigger in size. Woo! So kind of the same thing going on here. If you can see, some of the prints aren't that clear, which honestly I don't mind. Ooh, and there's small stuff like this. So there's variation inside. It's not pure square shaped stickers. You also have small ones like this. Again, loving the theme, loving most of the stickers I'm seeing. Actually, all of them, I think. These are things I'm pretty sure I'll be able to use. So you have some of like aesthetic black and white, you know, text in there, which I am definitely going to use. And then you have small things like this. Oh, and there's a circle. I love it when there's different shapes because, again, adds dimension. Okay, I'm dropping them now. There's a lot in here, honestly. I'm not counting, but there's a lot. And yeah, that's the third envelope done. Let's put it back. I'm so excited to use these for my scrapbook, creative journal. Okay, let's proceed to, we still have 3 envelopes to go through. We have to quicken this up. Okay. Ooh, so these contain fewer stickers but larger in size. So there, it's almost it's actually the size of my palm already. And inside, again, it's also just now these feel like bond paper. I don't know actually what I'm saying, but they're flimsier than some of the ones. Actually, I don't know. Maybe my judgment just got it wrong. But I feel like these are flimsier. Though I love these prints so much, especially this one. Look, it's so vintage. Ooh. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 10 stickers in here. I love that there's really so much variation. Like you get kind of something like that resembles a book with an image on it. And then you also get music sheets rather. And then a map, which I always love using. So yeah, I think in terms of what the stickers are, this batch is by far my favorite. I love everything here. I mean, I also loved everything the other ones, but I love this one. Okay, then we proceed to this one. Trying really hard not to rip the packaging because I know I can reuse this. The book pages. Ooh, so these resemble Polaroid pictures, though of course they aren't actually Polaroids. But yeah, these are just very aesthetic brown themed photos. Ooh, I think this is my favorite. And you also get this black and white one, which has some of the photos are very retro themed, like this one and this one. I feel like those are retro themed. And then night lights. Ooh, I love these photos so much. Yeah, I love them. Okay, so again, I think we have 10 of these, if I'm not mistaken, and they're about the size of my palm as well. So just like the last one, that they're Polaroid style, and unlike the others, they're sturdier paper. So they actually feel like almost board paper, but not as thick as board paper. I hope you get what I mean, but definitely not bond paper. These really are beautiful. I love these. Ooh, I love this. Okay. Done. And then for the last envelope-ish thing, we have these, I don't know what you call them, like stamps, tags, all printed on craft paper. And again, it's not flimsy, it's not bond paper material. It's thicker than that, which I love and I appreciate a lot. If you can see, some of the prints aren't too high quality. Like there's a level of blurriness, I don't know, blur to them, which again, I don't mind that much. But if you're someone who wants very detailed, high quality prints, then I'm just saying that these definitely aren't very detailed. But yeah, so these again contain a diverse selection of things. Like you have again a plant, whatever you call them, tags, and then like note stuff. Okay, let's move on to the ones at the bottom. Ooh, lots of goodies in here. Okay, let's tackle this first. I love what I'm seeing at first glance. I love it. First, we have these tags with flower prints. Are these lotuses? I don't know. But lotus prints on them and twine. I love these so much. Like, I swear when you put stuff like this in your journal, they really add texture. And I don't know, they add a lot to that spread for me personally. And then this one, I think this is the one I was looking forward to the most because I have been trying to get my hands on embellished lace for quite a long time now, but I feel like the ones I find on Shopee are expensive. So knowing when I found out that there would be stuff like this in this craft kit, I think that's what made me buy it in the first place. And I am not disappointed. Definitely not. Because as you can see, we have these white lacy stuff. They're not actually cloth, I'm just saying. But I don't know what they are either. So this is so amazing. And I think this is just where you place them. I don't know. I don't know if this is supposed to be a journaling material, but I love these lace. You get 5, 3 big ones and 2 smaller ones, which I am grateful for because you get that you get the best of both worlds. Okay. And then after that you just get sorry, it's getting quite noisy. You just get different types of paper. So you get craft paper. This one is very thin, but it's meant to be thin, I think. And then you also have another one that I was eyeing is this kind of paper. Because it's not quite a bond paper, because as you can see, there's a level of transparency or translucency to them. They're not fully opaque. So I like that. I like that very much. And I see it in a lot of Pinterest journals things. And then you also have, I feel like, I don't know. Oh, this is definitely board paper. Is it the scented one? No, it's not scented, but it's board paper. If you see closely, if you look closely, there's some patterns in there. And there's a certain glisten to them. See? Oh, look at that. It looks so pretty. Yeah, I like this. And then you also get more craft paper, but in a different shade. So this is a darker. This is a darker brown, and this is more of a light brown, approaching peach. Oh, I like that as well. There's also quite a bit of pattern in there, if you can see. Really sorry, there's construction going on outside. That's why it's noisy. And then you have this blue art paper. Oh, it's not art paper. I think it's construction paper. Yeah, it's, I think, in an indigo color. I don't know my colors that much, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this simply because I don't think it fits the vintage theme that much. Out of all the materials that I saw, this one is kind of out of theme for me, but it might just be my personal preference. But I will try to incorporate it into my journal because, you know, I like this pop of color. It actually suits the brown theme. Okay, and then you have more board paper in a different pattern though. It almost resembles a tissue paper, but it's still, I mean, it's still paper. Like, you like that ASMR? Okay. I don't know how long this has been going. Oh, 20 minutes. Wow. Okay. Let's speed this up. And then more craft paper. Wow. They are really giving me a lot here. But this craft paper is sturdier. It's resembles more of a board material to me compared to the other ones, which are flimsier and thinner. So these are thicker. Yeah, not much to say about this, but I like it. And then lastly, another favorite of mine, the book pages. Oh my gosh, these are so... I need this so much. I need these so much. Like, I mean, I do have a book, like an old book that I got at a book sale for 10 pesos and used that to, you know, put some book pages inside my journal. But I like that the font on these are smaller. I don't know, because in that book that I have, the font is definitely too large for my own liking. Ooh, thank you. I love these. Yay. So yeah. Oh no, that's not all. That's not all. Wait a minute. I have to arrange these first. So that's for, I mean, that's all for this section. I really love everything so far. I love every freaking thing. Okay, let's put these back. I'm so excited to journal after this. Okay, so that's everything for this section. Now let's move on to the last items inside the box, which are some twine. Again, highly appreciated, and I've been wanting to get some twine for quite some time now, but it's not like I want to buy a whole roll. So I love that they included some twine in here. And aside from that twine, you also have the twine that goes with the box, and another one that went with... Oh, this is the one that went with the box, and then this one went with a thank you note. Okay, it's just a tangle of twine now. And then lastly, this twin permanent marker. I don't know which shade this is, but you have two sides. The one side is fine. So... And then the other side is extra fine. Ooh, I like that. I really like the selection. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with this. Let's test the color out. I don't know where to test it though. Okay, maybe here. Okay, let's test it here. Ooh, so it's like a blood red color. Wow, I love that. And then for the ooh, kids. For the fine, extra fine line. Yeah. So that's the colors included. I mean, what did I say? That's the color of the marker. I expected it to be more brownish, but it turned out to be scarlet red. Not really scarlet, but it has a tint of red to it. So I'm fine with that. Okay. So let's proceed to the review. Okay, so now after opening that wonderful craft kit, I am of course going to review it. So as you can see, you can expect positive reviews because I really liked it. As I said, it's my first time buying a craft kit. I usually buy scrapbooking / creative journaling materials individually, and I am so pleased and happy with this experience, and it encourages me to, you know, try out more craft kits in the future. But yeah, throughout the process of opening it, I really saw how the seller carefully chose and curated all of the inclusions within this box. You can see that they really put thought and care into it, which I am so grateful for as a customer. And also, aside from that, it's evident that the seller knows her stuff and that she herself has an eye for design, because all of the inclusions within this box were just so aesthetically pleasing and they fit the vintage theme really well. They were all very vintage looking, and yeah, a lot of the different materials here are stuff a creative journal maker would consider essential for journaling. Okay, so in this review, I'm gonna organize it into, I have a script here, into four, what do you call this, four factors. First is packaging, and then we're gonna discuss the quality, the variety, and then lastly, the price. So first, packaging, 10 over 10, hands down. I mean, just looking at the box for the first time, it's amazing. It's so beautiful. It's like a journal unto itself. You know what I mean? And as I said, I love that there's a personalized note here with your name on it. Again, it makes you feel like, as a customer, it makes you feel that the seller cares for you and is attentive to your needs because it's personalized for you. And then it also has their name here. The box itself is very sturdy and reusable. Like, you can put your other scrapbooking materials in here. And yeah, again, when I opened it, there was my calligraphy name. Amazing. And then another thank you note inside. And it says here again, what they said here, I feel like is true. They really did craft this box, this kit, with great attention to detail and care for the customer. And when it comes to the packaging, individual packaging of the different stickers, I love that they used book pages. It's simple, but it looks nice. And again, you can use these book pages in your journals. Like, you can take them apart, cut them into whatever shape you like, and use them. And like other packaging materials that were used, like the twine, you can also reuse. So yeah, I love the packaging of this box. Take notes, other shops. It really is so beautifully packaged. Again, let me just show you. Beautiful, right? Okay, so for quality, I am giving it a 9 out of 10. Still a high score, definitely not perfect though, because as you have seen in the opening process, some of the stickers weren't that high quality. Some are printed in kind of a flimsy material, which I personally don't mind at all. And given this price range, I mean, its price, it's totally understandable. Though, of course, we're rating it, so I'm giving an objective stance on this. But aside from that, still, exceptional quality all throughout. The lace was really nice. You got some sturdy papers in there. Your notebook even seems very high quality, like the pages. I love the pages. They're smooth, they're pristine, they're cream white. Again, but they're not as thick, though still very high quality to me. Washi tape. This is the typical washi tape that you can buy in packs in Shopee. Not much to say about it. Not the best quality, but definitely not bad quality. So there's that. Next factor, variety. So for variety, I included this factor simply because it's a craft kit. You know, you would expect that boxes like this would contain a variety of different materials. And I'm giving it a 10 over 10. Honestly, there were so many inclusions. If you're a beginner and you're looking for materials to start with when it comes to creative journaling, this is definitely the place to start. It's like, you have everything here. You have a notebook for one, which, I mean, I wouldn't use just because it's too small. I mean, I wouldn't use for the purpose of creative journaling just because it's too small. I prefer my notebooks, I don't know what size is this. A5, like your typical notebook, you know, size comparison. This is definitely smaller. But I would use this for a different purpose. Perhaps just normal journaling, writing down my thoughts. But what was I saying? I'm rambling, I'm so sorry. But if you're a beginner, you can definitely start with a cute little notebook like this. It's easier to complete it, to fill each page. And then you also get, as I said, washi tape, which honestly I wish there was at least, you know, two washi tapes, because if you can see, it's a pretty small one, and also not much washi tape is there, but it's a minor issue. You also have so much other stuff. You have different kinds of papers. you're definitely good to go once you have all of this. Like, you can build a good spread out of these ones. And then you have your lace, beautiful, beautiful lace, and then gift tags. You have twine, you have dried flowers, a pen. See, you have everything you need to get started. And of course, a variety of different stickers, which all of them will come in handy. So variety, I'm so happy with the inclusions in this box. Couldn't have asked for more, honestly, aside from an extra piece of washi tape. Okay, and lastly, the price. So given everything I've said, oh, by the way, I bought this kit for 200 pesos. And if you compare it to other kits in Shopee, definitely there are cheaper kits within the price range of 100 pesos. Some are even cheaper, 100 to 150 pesos. But I don't think they contain as many and as good quality materials as those found within this box, based on the reviews of people who bought those craft kits. So price-wise, I'm giving it a solid 10 out of 10. I feel like first of all, curating this whole thing is effort. It takes effort. Second of all of the things in this box, as I've said, are very vintage, very aesthetic, and fairly good quality. So yeah, taking all of that into consideration, the price is definitely worth it. I personally feel like I got more than what I bargained for. So yeah, happy. So I forgot what the ratings I gave, so I really can't total them, but all in all, very satisfied with this purchase, very happy, very excited to use them, and looking forward to buy more stuff from Koolin Art in the future. And you guys can check out her store as well, because it seems like a very promising shop. Okay. So now I will show you my scrapbooking creative journaling materials. I've accumulated all of these since August of last year and they've grown quickly. Thank you, Shopee. But yeah, it's so addicting to just purchase materials. Like, they're all so cute and artsy fartsy. Ew. Okay, let's just get into it. I store all of them in this big Papa Melroti box, which was gifted to me by a dear friend. And at first I could toast this box completely, like put the lid over it, but as the collection grew, I had less space, and now it's more of a tray than a box, which is also handy because I just carry it around the house like this, you know. And it has everything aside from the papers. I have papers like construction paper, craft paper in another bag, but I won't show that to you because it's pretty boring. Okay, so let's dive right into my collection. Not really I'm gonna stop rambling, Eunice. Okay, let's dive right into this. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside. First thing is this pencil holder, which is full of the writing materials I use for journaling and others. I'm gonna get this as well because it kind of fits the theme. So what's in here? Let's go through the big items first. First is of course a pair of scissors. Scissors are of course handy when you journal because you have to cut paper. Is that ASMR? And stuff. I just have this Maped scissor. It's kind of dirty, ew, but it works well. So, and then this glue, another essential, and then a ruler, which I barely use, but I still keep it in here in case. And then I have my no, this is not a protractor. This is a compass, so when I put the pencil in here, I can make perfect circles, which I use sometimes, as you can see later in my journal tour. Okay, so now let's move on to the writing pencils, materials, pens, whatever. So as you can see, I don't really have much calligraphy pens in here. Like, I don't have a lot of color in here. That's because it's my preference. I don't really like putting lots of color into my journals. I tend to just write on it as I would a diary. But I guess the colors, pops of color in here can be attributed to these metallic pens. So I have a gray one. I think this is a bronze one. An orange one and the blue one. So these are from the brand, I don't know. I'm not gonna attempt to read that even. But yeah, I like these colors. I use these the most. This is just in case. And I also have their other colors here. But they're here because I don't use them as often. This, although it's an orange, has a more bronze color, a goldish color, so that's why I like it. Oh, I forgot the gold. I also have a gold, so I keep this 5 in here because I use them the most. And then I have a calligraphy pen, which I don't use at all, but in case. I have a highlighter that's in a periwinkle blue, pastel blue. I just bought it. And then I have some pens in here. I have a G-Tech, a 0.3. Is it a 0.3? A 0.3, I think. And then I have just a regular ballpoint pen. And another gel pen, I think. This is a gel pen and it has a 0.5 nib. So yeah, I use these to write. Of course, I use them to write. What else would I use them for? Oh my gosh. And then this pigment liner. This I use the most out of everything here. And I have some pencils here, which I barely use. This is a charcoal pencil. And this is a 6B pencil. And this is another one that I like and use on a regular basis. It's a white gel pen. So this is really handy when I want to write on black paper, sometimes even craft paper, because it gives it a different look. I like it. So yeah, that's that for my pens. Okay, so now here I keep tape. So I have masking tape and double-sided tape. These are pretty straightforward. I use them to adhere things to the journal, to paste them on, because sometimes I don't like the look of glue. So here I have a box that contains, ta-da, money. Actually these are Singaporean coins, so I don't really know. I can't use them here, but I use them in my journal instead. So okay, now here I just keep, these were originally where my stickers were in, so this is their packaging, but you will see later where I now store them. And then here is retro strip stickers, although, yeah, there's no although. I tried to fit them in where I store my stickers now, but they're too long, so I just have them here separately. Whew. And then we have 2 boxes in this section. Let's go through them, shall we? In this box, I have just memo pads and other miscellaneous stuff that aren't considered stickers. So this is a craft grid memo pad, another grid memo pad but in gray, a watercolor pen paku thing. This one you can get individually, like you can rip per thing, per whatever that is, out and use it separately. This one, these 2 sticky notes I have not used at all, and I kind of regret buying them. And this contains all my washi tapes. Oh my gosh. So this is my washi tape collection. Ta-da! Everything's in here. I mean, I find this to be a lot, though most people have more. I've got a selection of just basic washi tapes here. Most of them are earth tones, which I like because that suits what I'm going for. And then I have grid washi tapes like this black one, this white one, and this beige one, khaki one. I have this washi tape, which is just, wait, let me show you. Full of circles that you can take and use. And then glitter washi tapes. These vintage looking ones. These are the most vintage looking ones out of all of them. And a magic tape, which I just bought most recently. Oh, I forgot to show you, but there's also a book here because as you will see in my journal tour, I use a lot of book pages. Don't fret, book lovers. I am a book lover myself. This book holds no meaning to me because, I mean, of course it's meaningful to somebody, but I got this at a book sale just for 10 pesos. And I'm not that interested in the story. I don't think it's that special. So that's why I felt like I can rip it apart and violate it. I am so sorry, book. But yeah, as you can see, I have torn up a lot of its pages already. The last part are these tin boxes, circular cans, wherein I store mostly stickers. I'll do this first. So in this tin box, I have another box inside. And in this box, it's just full of my smaller stickers because later on you will see that I have bigger ones, which those are the ones I use often. But these, I use them sometimes. These are the very first stickers that I got. And that was when I was still trying to explore my style. Perhaps the reason why I don't use them that much anymore. But it's still full of goodies. Like these Pantones are really cool. I don't use the colorful ones, but I do reach for the earth tones regularly. And then you have these like postcard stamp-esque stickers full of, I think it's Japanese scenery, if I'm not mistaken. There, oh, that's another Pantone. And yeah, these are beautiful. Just that sometimes, most of the time, it doesn't fit the vibe I'm going for anymore. What else do we have here? I also have some plants for you. Oops, plantsy plants. What else? Oh, I like these. I have these stickers of people, which I think are really funny. And yeah, I think that's all of the types of stickers in here. Oops. And then this is where I store paper pins, paper clips, almost like bookmarks. So they're all just 4-leaf clovers. I got them as a gift and it's really been nice to include them in my journals. And then here are just pictures that I printed. Yeah, this is for that box. And then let's proceed to, I'm so tired, this one. And this is my favorite of all because it contains all of my stickers. Okay, I know it's messy, it's disorganized, but before my stickers were packed separately in different packets. So there, as you can see. And what I would do back then was search through the packets, choose one whose stickers I prefer, take out all of the stickers from that package, rummage and look through all those stickers, and then choose one I like, put it back, and then, you know, it's a very long, arduous process. So I figured that just dumping all of them here is so much better. Though sometimes it's hard to find what I'm looking for, especially when I'm looking for something in particular. Though it is faster, I would say. In here, there's different types of stickers. I have the pants stickers, which I think I should separate actually because they're different. And then I have just a bunch. I have like Van Gogh stickers here. And then brown tone stickers, vintagey stickers. How many times would I say stickers? What else? Oh, I have more brown tone stickers. And I have these minimalist type stickers, which I admire a lot and use every now and then. No, it's like when you want a sticker that will add an effect but won't really be too much. That won't really take away from your focal point in the journal. This is when I reach out for them. And then these are the more vintage ones. Vintage-esque. They're like prescriptions, notes, oops. You know, and they're just on bond paper, but it's cool. It doesn't seem like it on camera. Oh, I'm just losing so many stickers now. But here, you have some tags. Pretty. And now thinking about the things I got from Koolin Art, I'm so excited to add them here. So yeah, that's it for my scrapbooking, creative journaling materials. I hope you enjoyed that little tour. It's not too much, I would say, but it's just perfect. It's the perfect materials for me, and I think I would refrain from buying more after purchasing that craft kit just because I have everything I need right here. Yeah, this is my creative journal, and I've been working on this since I think August of last year, if I'm not mistaken. As you can see, it's getting pretty thick, though I still have a few pages to spare and to fill, but I know I'd have to get a new one soon. And if I were to get a new one, I might get one that has craft paper for pages. I personally think that white paper is kind of plain, kind of basic. I feel like it would look more vintage if it was purely craft paper. But I mean, I'm really satisfied with this journal. This wasn't intended to be a journal when I bought it at first, but it has found its worthier purpose in life. Okay, so let's dive right into my journal, I guess. Okay, so as you can see in the cover page, I just put this almighty big paper clip along with this butterfly clip, which I do think adds to that vintage style, and it just has notes on front. I wrote my name there in case it gets lost, which hopefully it does not. And then yeah, this is an A5 size, so I find that this is the perfect size for me. Okay, first welcoming page, it just says art journal. Now this is because I at first wanted to do an art journal. An art journal is, I guess, more, I don't know, more artsy than a creative journal, in the sense that you actually sometimes you're the one who draws the contents of the pages, or you print famous artworks or paintings. It's more colorful, I think. It looks like a painting. Every page looks like a painting, like a mural or something. I think that's what an art journal is, and that's what I wanted this to be at first. But as I continued to journal, you would see that I slowly discovered that vintage themed aesthetic is more for me, and I also like it to be more of a diary-esque rather than a painting. I hope you understand what I mean. I'm gonna stop rambling. Let's just get into it. So yeah, my first page. So this is what I was saying. I included a big painting of the girl with pearl earrings here because I intended it to be an art journal. There's a painting of Starry Starry Night, another painting by Vincent van Gogh. This page is basically about my personality type, which last time I checked is an INFJT, a turbulent advocate. Yeah, I just At first I started out printing the text, but eventually I found out that that was a taxing endeavor, so I just ended up writing the text for most of my journal, like these parts. Okay, next. Here is another page that I made, my second page. And this design was directly copied from Pinterest, so I'm just laying it out there. I don't want to be accused of plagiarism. This was not my idea. But I really like how it looks. This is what I said about it being an art journal at first. It's more of like a huge diagram and illustration. Here is another attempt at an art journal with the crying eyes, but instead of tears, it shows the London Eye, the Big Ben. Is that what it is? Oh my gosh, I don't want to seem so uncultured. But yeah. And if you can see, I want to share these. Pacities, pacification, hegemony, say it. I basically searched up the moons of Jupiter and came up with possible book titles that, I don't know, go with it. As you can see, I use a lot of book pages in my journal. Okay, here is where I slowly was dabbling with a minimalist, basic, vintage theme. So that's why there's a grid there, which I personally like. I really like how that looks. Then more book pages. These are my writings. Oh, this is not my writing. This is the lyrics, some of the lyrics of The Heart of Life by John Mayer. And this is a poem by Shakespeare, Sonnet 18. And this is another page that I really like. I like how this page looks, just how it was composed. There's lots of variation when it comes to lines. There's lines that go upward, lines that go horizontally. Sorry if it's noisy. But yeah, when it comes to the illustrations, I feel like these aren't very vintage pictures. This counts as vintage, I believe, but these are more, I don't know. This is definitely more minimalist. The others, I'm not sure, but yeah. I wrote, we tiptoe around our words thinking it would hurt less, but do you know thoughts can murder before they're even said? Ooh, she deep. No, I don't think these stuff are deep. I just like putting some of my writings and my thoughts in here because it would be nice, you know, if future generations would come across this journal of mine and they'd get a glimpse of the inner workings of my mind, my experiences in life, my thoughts, you know, things like that. It's a great memento of yourself and a great legacy to leave behind, I believe. That is another reason why I slowly... Oh, sorry, I skipped this page. That's another reason why I slowly ventured out from the idea of it being an art journal towards a more creative journal, because I wanted it to seem more of a diary with lots of my writings in it instead of just full of, you know, paintings, pictures. Because if I were an artist, I would think it would be more meaningful had I been the one to draw these stuff or to draw the paintings that would be in the journal. But since I am not, that's why I'm going for a more diary vibe. I hope you understood that. And as you can see, I like using this kind of translucent, almost transparent paper. It's actually transparent. I feel like it really adds texture, it helps with the layering, and it adds depth to the journal. And I like not gluing it down completely or pasting it down completely because, again, it adds depth if it's not completely adhered to the paper. As you can see, if it was like this, I don't like that as much as I like it that it's lifted more. May nagbibenta ng turon. Wow, yeah, I don't have much to say about this page. I again like the layering. See, we're getting there with the layering. I wish I didn't glue this down completely because like what I said, it's not I don't think it's as pleasing to the eyes as when it's lifted like this one. Oh, and there's like a secret section here, which is just a continuation of these, but you know, if you didn't lift this up, you wouldn't know that there was something there. Wow. See, but there's still elements of an art journal with it, like, you know, Japanese wave and this fashion portrait that I just printed out. These aren't my illustrations. Yeah, this is another page that I really like. I like the composition of it. I feel like I incorporated a lot of elements, a lot of layering is going on. And it also contains my writings, like this one. And with this image that I printed, I actually wrote on it, which I haven't done before. I was scared of, you know, I was scared of writing on the image because I might destroy it, but it turned out nice in my opinion. And we have this paper here, which I ended up liking a lot. I don't think it registers on camera, but it's a board paper that has engraved, or I don't know, lines. It again adds texture, gives it more character. The newspaper as well, another attempt at vintage. Translucent paper. See, that's what I said about it having a lot of elements going on, but it still looks put together for me. Here's I guess this is when I finally had a good grasp on the vintage theme. I feel like it's a mix of vintage and minimalist because it's not super vintage, I would say. But I really like how this page is made. I like all the color, the brown tones in it, the earth tones. The combination of green and brown really speaks to me. And yeah, I like it very much. I really like this page. Oh, and another thing that I do when creative journaling is I try to treat, what do you call this? For instance, diba, when you journal, you have 2 pages. I try to treat both of them as just one whole page. As you can see with this, there's the theme and the elements flow seamlessly to the second page. It's not like just this page is like standing alone. It's more of you have to take both of them together. I found out that that's how I want to make my journals look. So it still looks like a, you know, like a work of art. And again, I made use of different kinds of paper here. I attempted layering. Yeah, printed this picture, this editorial picture. And this page in general has purple and red tones, which I won't go for right now, that I found that vintage works for me best. But it still looks really nice. I like it. Now this page kind of deviates from what I just said about treating both pages as a whole, because as you can see, both the pages aren't really cohesive in theme. They don't flow seamlessly. Here you're introduced to pops of orange and blue and red, but here you see none of that. So I don't know. I think I tried to experiment with this page. Yeah. See, this is what I was saying about it being kind of diary-esque. I'm just writing stuff. This is also what I said about not using a lot of colored markers and calligraphy pens when journaling. I prefer to have it just as if I'm jotting down my thoughts in a diary and using a pen, you know, just writing them down. And I'm not also a good calligraphy artist. I'm sorry, I don't know what they're called. But yeah, another page that I think was an attempt at minimalist, infused with vintage, but I like the first attempt better, this one. Oh, this page, I wrote it when it was my birthday. So September 12, 2020, as you can see. And I just put questions which I answered. And I would like to look back on this on my next birthday and see how much of myself has changed. I really like this page in particular. I feel like it's the perfect balance between cluttered, messy, but also minimalist and neat. I don't know how to explain that. Those are two completely different things, but I like that there's some negative space going on in this part, but this is like, it has layers and it has depth. It has this flower which brings back the red down here. Yeah. Now this page, I feel like it's not super put together in the sense that it's as put together and aesthetically pleasing as this page, but I like the rawness and the realness of this page. It's just like I was writing it on the day itself, and then I had a bunch of receipts and pictures and I just put them there, and you know, it's a great memento of that day. I think this is the most vintage themed page that I made as compared to the ones we've just went through. It has a lot of brown and this vintage newspaper-ish washi tape, this vintagey map, and this picture, which again is vintage. Sometimes I also like putting paper clips in pages. Again, it adds layering, and it helps to just not make a page full of just paper, you know. It adds some other object in there. Here's another page that kind of has the same thing going on. This one with more negative space. And again, I made use of another paper clip. I think it's a clover, a 4-leaf clover for luck. And this is a page that is dear to my heart. I mean, I just made it, maybe that's why, but it's my travel bucket list. That's why it has like, it says future voyages. And there's a ticket here. These are places I have never been to yet but would love to go to. I would cry if ever I set foot in places like these. And I like it because when you can open it up, you know, it has that interaction. You can open it up and it's just basically full of pictures of the places listed here. Not everything though. If you look at it, it's quite messy. It's not as put together, not as clean. I feel like I could have done more when it comes to the styling. But I like how it kind of resembles a map in a sense. And I would love to go back to this journal one day and just start checking things off there when I'm rich and when I have money to travel. So this is in Hallstatt, Austria. Beautiful, beautiful place. Wow. And this is in Cinque Terre, Italy. You know, that coastal vibe overlooking the aquamarine waters. Oh, heaven. And then Petra, Jordan. I think this is in... Wait, where is this? Oh, I'm not sure. Oh, I just took this off. By the way, for the plants, I just attached them using double-sided. That's why they're so easily taken off. I'm not sure where this place is. Is it in Morocco? Maybe it's in Morocco. I don't know how to say it. But I love the blue tones, the Mediterranean theme. The market, beautiful. I can go on about these places. Lago di Braies, Italy. Switzerland, Lauterbrunnen, I think. This is the salt flats in Utah, I think, where heaven meets earth. These are just so beautiful. It's not about the journaling anymore, it's about the places. But yeah, here's the whole spread. And this, I would say, is one of my most favorite pages, if not my most favorite page in the entire journal. I like how simple it looks, but you know, we've got circles, rectangles going on there. I feel like this page is almost perfect to me in terms of the variety in tones. I like the blue and the green together, and yeah, I like how I didn't feel pressed to fill it with just stuff, and I decided to leave a lots of negative white space around. Beautiful. Oh, sorry, I was already here. And this is another attempt. I am still attempting, by the way. This is close to the last page, second to the last page, yet I am still attempting to perfect the vintage aesthetic, vintage minimalist aesthetic. But yeah, here's when I decided, I thought of putting Singaporean coins. Again, it's so fun to add random objects into the into the journal because it gives it more life, I would say, and also makes it more bulky. This plant is actually real. I plucked it out of our garden, and it will eventually wither, I believe, which would fit the theme still. Kind of look like this. This is another thing I copied directly from Pinterest. It's kind of SPG. I think I'm gonna block that out. And this is also when I started writing on images. Oh, I already did that before, but you know, kind of overlapping the writing into the image, with which I think is nice. It's messy in a good way. And this is the last page I've made. I had high hopes for this page. I don't think it quite met my expectations. This background is a paper bag, so it's good how journaling allows you to reuse and to reuse materials to become resourceful, but at the same time it's consumerism at its finest, but whatever. Yeah, I had high hopes for this page. I think what doesn't sit right with me is that I completely glue them down, which is one thing I don't like doing. I want the pictures to be kind of elevated in a sense, like this. This is in Bruges, Belgium. I haven't been here before, that's why it says someday. But yeah, I would really want to be there someday. And I like the use of greenery in this page though. Kyoto, London, and this is just the list of cities that I would want to visit someday. So lately I've been filled with wanderlust, as you can see. So yeah, that's the last page I made. I feel like I'd be making more tonight, given that I have new supplies. But yeah, that's my journal for now. I'm really proud of it. It shows my journey, and I feel like I've experimented a lot. And I'm happy that now I'm not just completely replicating things I find on Pinterest, and instead try to style it myself. Though of course I get inspiration from Pinterest from time to time. But yeah, this is my baby, my journal. I hope you enjoyed it. Yup. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video. If you want more videos like these, please comment down below and tell us, because I am more than willing to make these. These make my heart happy, and yeah, maybe if you haven't tried creative journaling, then this is a sign that you should start, because as you can see, it's a very enjoyable hobby, and it's also quite therapeutic, well, at least for me. So please like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and see you in our next video. Bye!